Hi students, welcome back to my channel, English with Miss Pineapple. My name is Cristina, and as you can see, I am in a different location today. I am in Peñíscola, and Peñíscola is in the region of Valencia, Spain. I am on holidays for the week, and for today's video, I have a very special video. We're going to be talking all about the definite and indefinite articles, and at the end, I have a little exercise for you to practice. I hope you enjoy it, and yes, let's get started. So now why don't we start by discussing what an article actually is. An article is a word that goes before the noun, giving us some information about that noun. For example, whether it is specific or general, or whether it is singular or plural. And in English, we have two different types of articles. We have the definite article and the indefinite article. Why don't we take a look at those? So let's start with the indefinite articles. The indefinite articles in English are a and n. A, n. And they are always used before singular countable nouns. So now we use the indefinite article to refer to people or things that are not specific. For example, if I say, I need to see a doctor. When I say I need to see a doctor, what I'm saying here is that it doesn't matter which doctor. It can be Bob, Mary, Jeff, any doctor will do. I just need to see a doctor. So it's not specific. Another example would be, I'd like to buy a new car. Maybe I don't know which car at the moment. I just would like to buy a car. It could be a red car, a blue car, it could be one brand or the other. So it's not specific. Again, the indefinite article is used with people or things that are not specific. We also use the indefinite article when we refer to things or people for the first time. For example, I saw a raccoon trying to get into our garbage bin. Finally, we use the indefinite article with names of jobs. For example, we could say, I'm an English teacher. Now remember, if the word begins with a vowel sound, you're going to use N. And if the word begins with a consonant sound, you're going to use A. For example, an orange. Orange begins with a vowel sound. O, orange, orange. So you're going to use N. Or an umbrella. Umbrella begins with a vowel sound. Umbrella. So you're going to use N. Not a umbrella, an umbrella, because it has a vowel sound. A bird, bird. Bird begins with a consonant sound, so we are going to use a instead of n. A garden, garden. Again, the word garden begins with a consonant sound, so we are going to use a. Now let's move on to the definite article. In English, the definite article is the. And the is used with singular and plural nouns and countable or uncountable nouns. It always refers to a specific noun and or identified noun already known to the listener or reader. Now the definite article is used to refer to a specific noun, as I mentioned before. For example, we could say, I'd like to buy the house next door. If I say I'd like to buy the house next door, I mean specifically I want to buy that house. Not this house, not this house, this house. So it's always used in a specific context. Now we also use the definite article to make a reference to someone or something which has already been mentioned before. For example, we could say, a curious bird stole a bag of chips from the store. It is unknown how the bird got into the store in the first place. Now, we also use it to refer to something that there's only one of, and everyone knows that there's only one of this thing. For example, we could say, the sun sets in the west. There's only one sun and there's only one west. So we would use the definite article the. Now, we also use it to generalize about a whole class or species of something, such as flowers, plants, or animals. For example, we could say the peony is a flower native to Asia, Europe, and North America. We could also say the cheetah is the fastest animal in the world. We also use it with adjectives to talk about groups or classes of people. For example, we could say, money isn't an obstacle for the rich. Or we could say, the French are known for their love of cheese. We can also use the definite article before the names of rivers, seas, oceans, mountain ranges, islands, deserts, etc. For example, we could say, we recently visited the Canary Islands and had a wonderful time. The Canary Islands. We can also use it before the names of certain public institutions. For example, banks, hotels, and also with restaurants. For example, we stayed at the Hilton for our anniversary. Or before works of art. For example, the Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. Or with superlatives. For example, it is the largest house in the neighborhood. The largest house. Or to talk about musical instruments in a general sense. For example, Janet plays the piano really well. The piano. With ordinal numbers, for example, this is the first time I've eaten sushi and I love it. Or with decades, for example, tie-dye was popular in the 1960s and later in the 70s. With newspapers, for example, she likes to read the New York Times every morning. Now, we also use the definite article with countries who include the words kingdom, states, or republic in their name, and or are also plural. For example, they speak English in the United Kingdom. So United Kingdom includes the word kingdom, so we are going to say the United Kingdom. Another example would be, she was born in the Philippines. Since Philippines is a country that is plural, we are also going to use the definite article the. Now, France, Spain, Canada, Germany, Italy do not fall under this category. They do not include the words kingdom, states, or republic and are also not plural. So we would never use an article, or we would never use the definite article with those country names. Now I have for you a little practice quiz. I want you to fill in the gaps for each question with a definite or indefinite article. A, an, or the. Give it a try and then let's come back and I'll give you the answers. Go! Now let's take a look at the answers for that practice quiz. I hope you did a good job. Let's see. I need to see a hairdresser. I haven't had a haircut in 9 months. Grandma told me an amazing story the other day. I live in an apartment. The apartment is new. Aubrey was born in the 1980s. Can I have a piece of cake, please? I went to a Japanese restaurant. The restaurant's food was so delicious. The Philippines is known for its amazing crystal blue beaches. If I had to choose one of the cars on display right now, I would choose the red car over the blue one. The dog down the street is very aggressive. This is the second time it bites me. It rains a lot in the United Kingdom. You should always carry an umbrella. And we've made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed today's class and that little practice quiz that I prepared for you. Next week, I will include a video on when the article is omitted in English. I wanted to include that in this video, but I thought it might be too long, so stay tuned for that next week. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. Bye for now. Mwah!